It's all started in 2019 after I met Maria. So today I'm going to talk about the behind the scene of Echo Trilogy. Hey guys, thanks for coming back to my channel. I'm Takashi, Japanese actor, filmmaker, and your mentor. So I want to talk about today is more about the filmmaking, and especially for our Echo Trilogy. So if you haven't watched the original Echo 8, please check. It's in link in my comment description. So that's the original film, and then we made the two movies this year. It's called 5x5. It's prequel and sequel Echo 8 Beyond. So it's a long passion project from our cast and crew, and especially with my wife Maria. Since we met in 2019, it's a long story. So it took a long time, and then it's also in between COVID, pandemic, and then we dreamed to make a two prequel and sequel. This is all like expand as a trilogy, and we did it. And now currently in a post-production at the moment, and almost 75% of rough editing is finished for both of two films. So I'm talking about today is more about the behind the scene of how we make this film. And if you have an interest and give for more comments, I'm happy to make more of this kind of topic behind the scenes. So start from the how we started Echo Trilogy. Okay, so from original Echo 8, we started from 2009. I still remember, end of 2019 in November. Maria wants to make a film, and then feature film. She's been making a lot of short films, and then hey, let's make a feature film. And then they already have some concept action short film. It's called, I forgot the name. What is it called? Like a really, like kind of thriller flashback. Yeah, flashback. Yeah, it's like a toilet fight.
Groundhog Day.
Yeah, and then one day, Maria asked Elizabeth. Elizabeth, she's a writer, her sister, and then hey, can we make the feature film version? And then okay, let's try. 2 weeks later. Well, not even 2 weeks, actually. She finished in 9 days. And then she made a concept version of original Echo 8. Like it's already have 60 pages of script already, I think. Yeah, in the first, I remember. And then we catch up with amongst the meeting with her place. And then how about this and that, how's the story, who's the Agent 5's character, who's Echo 8, who's Anna, who's Delta 1. You know, then we build a universe. And 2 weeks later, 90 pages of script all done. Yeah, she's very good at writer. So then we start actually pre-production, did very fast, bam. We had to do all the pre-production, and then we just got the camera and we just film it. So quick. And the good thing about the original Echo 8 is so different. Again, do you know how much the budget? 10,000 Australian dollars. And it's all from Maria. Maria did it, and then no financial support or anything. We just grab a camera, and then all the community, and then only 3 actors, me, Maria, and David. That's the main actors, and also Gabby, the amazing actress, the couple quality actors, and also we hire a bunch of non-experienced actors from our community. So then we made, and also the crew from our phoenixeyefilm film production teams, all volunteer work. So back in then, thank you so much for everyone. But at least we finished in 2 weeks and go to the January. In 2020, if you remember, in January, bang, COVID hit. And especially in Australia, a really strict lockdown happened. So we had to finish everything. And 6 months later, we just stopped. And we took a break, and then we had to do like a couple pickup shots outside of the house scene. And then, but also in between, after we finish our whole production, it's almost like how many days? Like 20 days of shooting in total, I guess, with including pickup shots. We haven't edited much because we had a lot of stuff after coming on from the maybe some government work, short films, a lot of different projects and under the Phoenix Eye, Maria's company. So then it took 4 years to finish. And also Maria and I married and all the life changes. We also, trying to move to America. So many things happened. But anyhow, we finished it. And then we did 22 international film hours in total. We went to Texas, New York, Los Angeles, a lot of places, even Vegas. We did screening at the Women's Film Festival. So we got a lot of hours. And then finally we could release our film on Tubi and Amazon Prime and Apple TV and all these other like a major stream platforms, which is great. So, and from 2-3 years ago, we already planned. We actually wanted to make prequel and sequel because Elizabeth got an idea already. So we took a lot of time to prepare to make this happen. So of course, it's still low budget indie stuff, but make sure the next film is gonna be a little bit more better quality in terms of lighting. I learned a lot from the first one. If you watch the film, you can tell it's a low budget, but we did our best. And camera, lens, lighting, even editing, shot-wise, script-wise, and everything, much more bigger scale. And we did an Indiegogo campaign, and thank you for all the backers in all over the world. At least we could get some budget to make the film happen. So last 2 years, the script almost done last year, and then we were doing, I think this season, we started the Indiegogo campaign, like crowdfunding campaign. And then Maria went back home earlier than me, and then almost 6 months she doing preparation and everything, pre-production. And then we start filming in January, and then within 50 days in total, 2 months, and we made 2 films and done. And then I come back to Vegas, now editing right now. So that's the whole summary of what's going on with the whole Echo 8 trilogy. So definitely, Echo 8 trilogy is a passion project. So if you don't have a passion, you cannot make it. We knew it. So I want to break it down more about how we process all these production things. The first thing is casting. I told in another video already, we cast a lot of non-experienced actors. So how we casting process done in our production? Of course, we did open casting call, but we didn't go through anything like casting agency or casting directors or anything like a big like acting agency. We didn't go through any of them. But we cast from most of the actors from our community. So here's the thing. So if you want to make an indie budget film, low budget film, and if you're an actor, even also you're a filmmaker, the best thing is you build your community in local. And then we're looking for some talent from your own community. So basically what we've done is actually open casting call on a Facebook, Instagram, the social media. That's it. And then a lot of people applied. Thank you for that. Even it's written Sydney local hire only, but a lot of people from worldwide, even America or Europe, a lot of people sent us self-tape. That'd be great. That was great, but thank you for that. But so that's how we done. But most of our actors, we actually casted locally. And then the final decision always the Maria, because Maria knows, she wants to hire a particular look. It's actually not about your experience. We don't ask you for the experience, but we always, especially for the camera, we always look for particular look. And then, or talent or charisma or something interesting. It's not just about you super good looking, you go higher. No, not like that. Or or maybe how many years of acting, that's why we hired. No. Or you work on a big budget film. Maybe yes, but maybe not. Well, our main thing is who is the best suit for the story, for the character, for the story. Because we more like our filmmaking, more story driven. Even people think, oh, it's a thriller, action. Yeah, it's thriller, action, and comedy for the next one, actually. But we still focus on the story first, drama first. So that's the main thing. If you say like that, hey, Takashi, if you more drama focused, you have to hire experienced actors or someone really good in acting. Yes, but no. So we are more based on a little bit, I think maybe different from our casting process, but also, first, of course, we need a particular look at something talent with some character from your personality through the screen. Like, for example, okay, let's say we work with Ross Page. He's a content creator. He's an organizer for the film festival in Western Sydney. And he actually never done acting, maybe small role before a bit. But so this is his first breakout, biggest role. And his character has the most largest amount of dialogue compared with including me. He has more dialogue, he has more line than me. That's one of the biggest role in the movie. He did it. And then he is completely new. And then we help him and guide him. And sometimes, of course, sometimes you forget your line, you get nervous. We totally understand that. But yesterday I was editing one of his scenes. It's really good. So I was really impressed when I was editing, because I also, in the same scene, I was doing acting. I didn't check behind the camera, because I'm doing both. I'm doing acting and the directing. But that particular scene, I was doing acting with him. And then I remember in the very important scene in the movie, a week before, we catch up at the Invincible, which is local martial arts school, which is, thank you for the Invincible HQ. We did some rehearsal with a script in hand, and do some movement and dialogue, what's the meaning, and we just practice. And that helps. It helps a lot. And he really delivered his character. His character, man, super nice guy, always bring happy energy to everyone. He never bring negative energy on set. Even his first time, I can tell he was nervous. But he never bring his bad energy to the location. Each time he's very friendly, make everyone's happy, making jokes. And then, boom, his character, boom, his character's antagonist. So very scarier, very powerful energy he delivered on screen. I was quite impressed. So this is just one of the examples. So which means Marianne and I always believe anyone can do acting, but of course everyone needs the hard work, of course. But so for the thing is, all these acting and filmmaking is only Hollywood or some studio film or something only in the US, something only part of the Sydney, or only happen in Tokyo, or for example, it's not limited. So the filmmaking is supposed to be accessible to anyone. So that's our challenge, and we did it. And then a lot of actually the 5x5 have a lot of challenge in terms of casting. But also the another film, Echo 8 Beyond, we actually had a lot of recurring cast from our original Echo 8, which is, I don't say easy, but it's only almost like planned in advance. But the 5x5, we have to find actors from scratch, from our community. But I think, let's say, most of our actors did a pretty good job. But so, of course, it's a lot of work for Maria and I and Elizabeth from producer team. But I'm quite happy with the current rough editing at the moment. Yeah. So let's move on to the next topic. So biggest challenge on set. So that's the biggest challenge on set was, if you're low budget filmmaking, if you're a director, producer, so the thing is how we make this happen is you have to do everything by yourself. So I don't do like sit down and like using the director's chair and then relax. It's like, don't do anything and just keep directing, please. I like this, I don't like that. Like we don't have that kind of privilege. So I had to hold the camera. We actually 2 camera setups, 2 Blackmagics. One is a wide lens and one is close-up lens. And the lighting, I did most of my lighting work with Adam, our DP. I move the light, and sometimes the camera operator is not available every day. Sometimes I hold camera, Maria holds the camera. So Maria does most of the makeup and costume props. I do most of the technical stuff, set up the cameras, lightings, technical side. But it worked out. So even I heard Robert Rodriguez, when he started, he also actually hold the camera, and then he edit and he moved the light by himself. El Mariachi, that's such a good movie. That kind of stuff. So basically, as a director in an indie low budget film, the biggest challenge is if you want to make this film happen, so your visual make it happen, actually you had to do everything. Yeah, almost run out the energy. Like, okay, at some point, did you get burned out? Yeah, getting close to, just making joke and, some nights and driving back home and then Maria, maybe no more filmmaking, but we just keep doing it. Yeah, almost give up but we didn't give up. I think that's the important thing, what is called resilience. It's like your grit. You have to keep doing one thing at a time. No rush, but no slow, but you had to do everything what you need to do. Break it down, then step by step, and eventually your film will be on Tubi. Eventually your film on Apple TV. So it happened. So Marianne and I already believed ourselves because we done, not a big success, but still small success, but it's a success. We've done one feature film already and it's released, distributed, the whole film process, film festival, everything done from the beginning to the end. So now we can see now how step back, more like a bird's eye view. And then I know it's tough, but definitely we can finish it. And even if any issues, we can fix them later. So that's the only hope. So don't forget your hope internally and keep going. And then if you watching this video, you are in the middle of the production and you are about to give up, I want to cheer you up. You've got this, you can finish this. Now is the toughest moment. But once the production done, you will be really happy when you're editing room. When you see the shot, you'll be happy because that's your vision. It happened. That's the most rewarding moment as a filmmaker. Yeah. Anything like not a minor issue, big issues, a lot of big issues happen. So film set, okay. In the behind the scenes, okay, what's your job as a filmmaker if you're standing behind the scene? So which is all problem solving. So every day they have a problem. Where's the power board? Where's the power cable? Where's the props? A prop is gone. You know what I mean? It's not a big production. Okay, maybe a little bit more bigger, even low budget indie based, but still if you have a budget, maybe they have let's say even $500,000 budget film, maybe there's a art department that handle everything. Okay, lighting department handle everything, camera department handle everything, production management, manage all the scheduling stuff and call sheet and whatever. But if you are under, let's say, 100K budget film, you got to do everything by yourself, right? So which means always problem happens and you get tired and fatigue and you still have to carry them. Sometimes like a really hot summer sunny day, and we had to shoot the outside like homeless scene. Oh man, I carried a whole electric fridge from the car to the location in the middle of the forest. I had to do it. And yeah, but I want to, make sure everyone's hydrated and bring some cold water and some snacks and, jellies and whatever to look after our cast and crew. But you have to do it. So that's all the problem solving. And even location, sometimes location, I hope never gonna happen again, but one day, one of the locations got canceled on the day in the morning, and then Maria got all the message to everyone, and we found the next location 15 minutes later. And then we messaged everyone that we changed the location 15 minutes later, and then start shooting, push half an hour, but we finished the day of the shooting with no delay. We finished on time on a call sheet. That was crazy. But it's still possible. So anything the film said is all about problem solving. And then what I learned from this time is even if you're a director, you have to do some decision. And then it's such a, a limited amount of time, limited amount of resources, which means you have to finish, because you cannot extend any shooting. Maybe actor will fly back to the country soon, or you maybe, no more pickup show or something delayed. Always fight with the time and keep going, keep new problem happens. But what I learned is still, as a director, as a producer, still I need to listen from some other people's opinions, some other people's ideas, because I think the communication is everything. When it's a harsh moment, everyone tired, everyone wants to finish, but still we have to finish the film. We have to finish the couple scenes left, but maybe my communication wasn't that great, but what I learned from the things, first, you need the patience. You need the patience, and then second, you need to listen. So these two things I might need to be more prioritized for next movies. And if I do more focus on improving my leadership, I can be a great director. So I think I'm still growing. So that part is I learn from it, but it's a good thing is I think I still can grow myself as a better filmmaker. So better low budget indie full-time hobby filmmaker / the thing is I still can grow myself as an indie filmmaker. So that part is my takeout from this time. So yeah, emotional burnt out maybe almost happened maybe after 70 to 80% of the shooting, because towards the end of the shooting I was so naked, man. We didn't have enough sleep, and a couple of days actually we didn't get a time, only 1 hour sleep in the morning, and then I have to set up everything and go back to work on set. Even the light battery hasn't charged yet. Even my body of course hasn't charged yet, but we have to go back to the location for the next movie, because we made 2 movies. One movie's done like 12 hours in overtime, and it's finished at 6 a.m. And then on the next day, another action sequence from 10 a.m. in the morning that's actually happened, which means 10 a.m. starting means we have to wake up 7 to 8-ish. So it's almost impossible, but we did it. I think that's almost, it's just physically tired and emotionally burnt out. But how to say, my spirit didn't die. So my spirit wants to keep going. Yeah, even all the cast and crew, even Maria, she was keep going. And then I decided I was keep going. So work together with my wife. That's the only way. Maybe if I was doing by myself, I might give up. But this is another thing is why I really, something I felt the first time I met Maria is she never give up her life. She never gave up her filmmaking. yeah, even independent. She worked on a big budget film, but she still keep going. So that's I really impressed from her, and I was really like about her. That part I'm learning from her. So sometimes I'm getting emotional, she get emotional, but we just keep going because we know what's the main value is to make this film happen, and then the make this film happen means we can give meaning to the world. So that's the storyteller, because we are storyteller. We have to tell the story through the screen. That's our passion and that's our mission in this life. So we did it now. But once it's all done, it's okay. Today I went to my motorcycle. I took my wife to the Denny's for eat some pancake. It's okay. In the middle of the shooting, that's deadly. But once you finish, it's okay. It's a quite chill moment. So again, I'm saying again. So if you're in the middle of the production, your toughest moment, I totally understand you. So, but I'm really happy to support you. You are the true filmmaker. Because you're the toughest moment because you believe your craft. So that's why I'm believing you. You're a great filmmaker. So don't worry, once it's all done, there's all the rewarding moment happening after. But you have to finish first. You have to finish all the production first. So that's the message. Yeah. So I think that's most of the things I want to talk today. And if you need it, if you have more interest, I'm happy to talk more details about, like for example, today I didn't talk about action choreograph side. Maybe next time, maybe I'll talk about action directing side as well. Choreograph, shots, is more break it down, what was the biggest challenge. Yeah, but I think the making Echo 8 is actually, I never went to film school. Maria neither. Well, I didn't go to film school. I learned everything hands-on, on set. I just hold the camera, and then I was always learning from someone better than me. Okay, how to use this camera, how to set up the light, which film I should watch for this film, and this and that. Maybe mostly Adrian and Adam, DP, fight director, they always help me. But not only that, watch film and then just think myself, or even my editing all these short films, and then try, error, fix, feedback, kaizen. If you know the Japanese word, it's kaizen, like a normal business term, the same thing. The try, and the kaizen, and improve, and do it again, feedback, and do it again. And then after 4 years later, I'm a director of 2 movies I'm doing right now. So, which means just make one film. I learned more than paying for the 3 years film school, I guess. And then we actually did it. And I'm pretty sure we'll do these 2 movies. It's gonna be more bigger success than the original one. And I'm still keep going. And I want to be a better filmmaker. I want to be a better storyteller as a human being. So that's my learning. And then know the people, know about the human, know the humanity, tell the story about the humanity. Of course we're doing action. Other people says violence, but the main thing is we want to tell the story. That's the main thing. So yeah. So let me know if you want more behind the scenes story like this. I'm happy to talk, or maybe for the acting tip, just let me know. If you haven't subscribed my channel, please subscribe. And I'm also making all the short videos every day. And if you don't have time, of course, it's a long form video. If you don't have a time, don't worry, please, check all my shorts. And then that's how you can get some, information about behind the scenes stories. All right, so that's it.